Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna go on another little walk and talk, and we're gonna change it up a little bit. My goal today is to kind of add some of these in, and we're going to explore some neighborhoods, talk about what's going on here in Phoenix, and also talk about the market a little bit. It also gives me an opportunity to answer some of your questions and comments as they come in each week. So today we are in Phoenix, and we are in the neighborhood that people commonly call Lower Arcadia. I'm going to sprinkle in just kind of a listing or so here as well, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what's going on in the market. The one in front of me here is a brand new home. This was a tear down and rebuilt. It's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, just about 4,100 square foot. It backs to Camelback over here. So we'll talk about the price a little bit later. Feel free to kind of guess what the price is down in the comments below. But I think, I want to add some context to what I'm talking about, and looking at some of these listings is going to help with that. So number one, let's talk about this week. Beautiful week here in Phoenix, and a lot going on. There's a lot of people in town. We've got Barrett Jackson going on. We had a little bit of rain and clouds to start the week, but now it is sunny and beautiful, and just the best weather that we enjoy when living here in Phoenix. And some of the things that I'm seeing, because it's been a busy week, we've got a lot of people in town looking around. There's a lot of people trying to figure out, hey, is it a good time to buy, make the move, that type of thing. Like I said last week, a lot of people were kind of putting that decision off and waiting to see what's going to happen, if things are going to correct. We saw a little bit of opportunity kind of at the end of the year, as far as a lot of builders offering a lot of incentives, buying down interest rates, cutting prices. That seems to be on the reversal right now. We're getting a lot of buyers all over the place. And I've been traveling all over Metro Phoenix looking at potential opportunities, looking at what neighborhoods look the best, and everything is busy. In fact, we had one of our builder partners sold 25 homes just in 1 week. And this is a community out in the East Valley that is, in probably the $400,000 to $500,000 range. So in that affordable price range, we're seeing a lot of activity on that. Let's just kind of showcase a little bit more of the neighborhood as we go by. I thought I would come over here to Lower Arcadia because this is a neighborhood that I live in. I had a little bit of time to get away from the family and hang out. Well, hi, guy. I've got a visitor. So we're going to keep rolling here because I want to keep talking and tell you guys what's going on. And here, let's just explore a little bit more of the neighborhood going this way. All right, we'll start again. Had a small little distraction, but we'll keep rolling here. So talking about the market again, it's busy. There's a lot of people looking around. The buyers are back. So I think that's a big message that I want to communicate to you guys, that if you're still thinking that there is the ability to come in and negotiate right now, it seems like there's more buyer traction than there is available inventory. That is the big push when it comes to a lot of the new construction right now. I've had people kind of ask me and say, hey, what's the big reason why you've done so much content on some of the new communities, new builds, and the production builders? And it's because they have the inventory, but when we're still in such a challenging resale market. And when we're exploring around on the resale side, trying to figure out, hey, what are the opportunities there with inventory low and affordability low? People are like, okay, well, I'd rather get into something that doesn't have the deferred maintenance, that it fits my price point and gives me a community with some amenities, that type of thing. So that is the big push for some of the new construction right now. So let's go back to that house that I showed you in the beginning. And so for those of you who are wondering, that house just was reduced to 3.475. So just about 3.5 million on that new build here in Lower Arcadia. So we're not in Arcadia proper, but we're on the lower side of Arcadia. It is a beautiful area over here, extremely desirable, and things are selling and moving pretty good. But I think when people are reaching out and they're asking me like, hey, what are the best neighborhoods to live? And look, I live in this area. I was thankfully able to get in back when I can find a home under 400K in this neighborhood. That doesn't exist anymore. And everybody's tearing stuff down, building these new houses up, getting insane prices, and they just keep going up. That house, if it were to sell back in 2022, is probably in the 2.5 range versus 3.5. So it's insane to me kind of how it keeps pushing up. People keep wondering how long can this last, but it just keeps moving. So I don't know the future. I don't know what's going on, but I'm from a perspective of like seeing the activity now and wondering if we're going to have like any kind of bust soon. It's just, I don't see any indication of that. So the other thing too, here, I just like showcasing some of the neighborhood. The other thing too is just kind of understanding, the expectations of the spring here. I think, there was somebody who made a comment thinking things were going to stay flat, and I agreed with them. I feel with, everything across the board when it comes to inventory, interest rates, affordability, all of that keeps the sales numbers pretty low in my mind, kind of keeps things trending the same way they did last year. But based on what's happened over the past 2 to 3 weeks and some of the sales numbers I'm hearing, that might not be the case. We might see more of a buyer boom than we expected. So again, like, I can't predict the future, but I want you guys to be prepared because we're having so many people come into town on whether you're coming in and you're going to rent and just try to figure out what you need to do over the next several months to try to figure out, hey, is it a good time to buy? Where do I want to be? What makes sense? Again, there's a lot of questions to ask. This house right here is one that is a new build, and this is a large, I think this is going to be about 6,000 square foot. It's listed for 3.1, but it's listed for 3.1 as is. So that's if you take it as it is under construction, expect to put another million into it, probably. I would say $1 million plus into that to finish that house out. Hopefully with it being 6,000 square foot, you're trending at a, $4.5 to $5 million house overall. So again, some of the numbers are crazy, guys. I understand that, but that's what's going on. And I'm a location guy. I love being in this area and kind of seeing, everything that's going on and knowing all the benefits you get by living in Central Phoenix. I lived in Queen Creek before I came up here. I moved up here to Arcadia in 2009, and it's just different feel. So, but I understand the barrier to entry is a lot harder for people these days, and so it just gets a little bit more challenging. But these are the things you kind of need to know when you're trying to come out and try to figure out, hey, what makes sense for me, what your expectations are, and what truly is going to fit for your situation, trying to understand all that. But again, if you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Reach out to us. Ask more questions that I can kind of, go through and discuss with you guys. Again, my goal is to kind of just start shooting these, and they're not going to be perfect. Sometimes I might ramble a little bit, but I want to get these out so you guys can get a real understanding of what's going on. And again, just kind of seeing what the neighborhoods look like. So I'll try to shoot different areas, different price points. Again, I'm here because I live a half mile from here, and it was good opportunity to me to get out this morning and just take a little walk and share a message with you. So thank you guys for watching. Reach out if you have any questions, and until the next video, we'll catch you later. All right, a quick little shout out. I just ran into some girls that are having a bake sale over at the Prince of Peace Church, right behind me over at 56th Street in Camelback. They asked me if I was a vlogger, if I had a YouTube channel. I said yes. I said I would give them a little shout out. I know most of you are watching from afar, but hey, if anybody is here in Phoenix wants to go support them and go get your treat on at a bake sale, go head over there at the Prince of Peace Church.